Okay, wait a little bit, see who can show up for our podcast. Hello. So, hi, I'm Barry Devaya from Devaya Yoga, the Yoga Color and Sound. And today we're going to chat a little bit about the age, you know, unlocking radiance and vitality at any age. Before we begin, why don't we just take a moment to breathe so we can actually receive any information. Let's inhale, maybe place our hands around our navel. And inhaling red, imagine red light coming right in the soles of the feet, nice tailbone, lifting up the heart, and exhaling all that breath out the crown of your head. Inhaling a hand on the navel and on the heart, and filling the belly, the yolks, and check the breath. Just lift up and hold that breath in a little bit. Let it escape. It's all new life. Filling out the old. One more time. Let's inhale, bring the shoulders around the ears, make some fists, squeeze the eyes. And exhaling, releasing. And hi. Here to chat a little bit. I'm Barry Devaya from Devaya Yoga, the Yoga Color and Sound. And we're here to chat a little bit about the ageless woman and unlocking radiance and vitality at any age. I'm 61, and I think I look really great. I owe everything of my aging, my cycles, my menstrual cycles, my perimenopause, and my menopause to my yoga practice. And I want you to know that as women, we can be radiant, confident, and feel youthful at any age. And if you look in the mirror and you wonder where your glow went, or you feel like all the stress and responsibilities and expectations are just living on your face, you're probably not alone. But the truth is, your radiance isn't lost. Your glow, your inner glow, is lost in the day-to-day routine. It's just waiting to be reawakened. Well, of course, the way we're going to reawaken it with me is with Devaya Yoga, with yoga and color and sound. What if I told you you could reset all your energy and nourish your body and awaken your inner glow? I know we can, just with proper breathing, and with different colors that energize different parts of the brain and bring different sensations. With vocalization, with sounding. Sounding raises our dopamines and our serotonin levels or the feel good levels and lowers our cortisol or stress levels. So if you're wondering if you can reawaken this and feel yummy at any age, then I invite you to continue listening and play along. And what if I told you that we're actually going to have a retreat here in Montezuma in May? For women, a women's retreat, radiant and ageless at any age. And I invite you to come along and be with us personally in paradise. Otherwise, we could always work virtually together. And unfortunately, we have a lot of programs running about aging, what it means to age, what we should be at a certain age. Retirement has a certain age. the golden years at a certain age. You start getting discounts at a certain age. You get Social Security in the United States at a certain age. But our youth and vitality doesn't have a certain age. It's always a glow. How we age is determined by how we live, not how many candles are on the cake. Have you ever been in a crowded group of people and were like pulled, magnetically pulled to somebody who's just radiantly alive? Which is, may not be the youngest in the room, but she walks with confidence and a sense of self, with grace. And that's where the magnetic energy comes from. Because true radiance is age free. It has no age. The anti-creams, the Botox. If I don't feel good within, all that stuff I can't see when I look in the mirror. I can't see my inner glow. So with the Devaya Yoga, we can work with our aging, with how we're dealing with our stress, with how our digestion is, are we putting on weight? Things are an up and down as when we change in life. And with self-care, with self-love, with rewiring of the brain, you know, moving away from resentment, how we should be. Should are like almost a four-letter word. It's just it's how we are. And how we ignite that inner glow and how we are again. You know, have we been lost? Do we get lost in the movement up until these years? Well, there's four pillars that every radiant woman needs. One is movement. Our bodies are machines. They're meant to be moved. Yoga, linked with breath. Breath linked with movement creates yoga. And we're anchoring our mind's attention and body sensations, giving our mind something to think about. And that helps rewire the mind, because we're stretching the muscles of the mind, as well as improving circulation and maintaining flexibility. The more we move with intention, the more we feel alive. And hydration, drinking. Maybe it's a fallacy that we shrink as we age. Maybe it's just dehydration. Maybe if we hydrated ourselves correctly, we wouldn't shrink. That's something else to think about. That could be another myth. And another pillar is nutrition. Food is medicine. What we eat, you know, we're wearing it on our skin. Our skin is a reflection of our lungs and our intestines. And Devaya Yoga, we work with anti-inflammatory and nutrient-rich dense foods, phytoestrogens. How can we find estrogen type energy, phytoestrogens in the foods we eat? Eating vibrant foods, green leafy foods, happy fruits, nourishing superfoods. That's oxygen we're giving our body, besides the movement linked with breath, creating yoga. The third pillar is mindset. Now, are we supposed to be? Where am I? How am I? And what does it all mean? It's all in ourselves. And so the mindset, we can rewire the cognitive processes of the mind, or stretch the muscles of the mind when we link breath with movement. And in Devaya Yoga in particularly, we work with positive affirmations, and it's called Bija mantras, or they're actually the vowel sounds of the Hindu alphabet. And each Bija mantra corresponds to a group of nerves and organs in the body. And they create this sensation of like, you know, we're going to do at the end, but as we're breathing in a color and an affirmation, we create that vibration in our body. So that's our mindset. and rest and reset. As we're learning to breathe and find that glow within, as we're rewiring our mind, we're going to learn deep relaxation techniques as well as certain yoga postures that actually promote good night's sleep. Different ways to use our eyes that activate the pineal gland, which activates melatonin or activates our pituitary gland, our master gland of the body. When we rest, our body rejuvenates, repairs, and resets. Any questions? At the heart of true radiance is energy. How we move it, balance it, and amplify it. This is where, again, Devaya Yoga, the yoga of color and sound, comes in. It's a unique practice. We use the vibrational power of sound, mantra, breath work, vocal toning, which, as I mentioned before, raises levels of serotonin and dopamine and lowers cortisol levels and makes you feel yummy and takes away the other. And as well as the essence of the healing essence of color visualization to restore harmony of our body and mind and emotions. Color therapy, each color holds a frequency that can enhance different parts of our brain or our well-being. For example, red is for vitality, energy, confidence, and blue is for peace. Gold is for radiance. By incorporating a color, imagining a color, we don't have to necessarily see it in our practice. We realign our energy centers and activate deep healing way beyond the limitations of the mind. And we're mixing the movement linked with breath or yoga with color therapy and sound vibration. Chanting and sound healing stimulate cellular rejuvenation. They boost our energy and dissolve tension held in the body. And breath and movement, well, flowing sequences combined with guided breath work, enhanced with the colors and the sound, create great circulation, removes stagnation, and gives us a sense of inner peace and brightness, as well as the postures that actually are like facial. You know, when we go into downward facing dog, we're giving ourselves a facial. When we're inverting, we're giving ourselves a facial. And there's safe ways to practice yoga. Yoga is really designed for everybody. It's the science of self-realization. And I use yoga like medicine. For me, it's a way of life. So the fusion of movement, sound, and color awakens that innate glow within. I'm glowing. Make it an essential tool for any woman waiting to unlock her timeless beauty and vitality. So why don't we just take a moment now and set aside that modern woman, exhausted modern woman, juggling the career, relationship, family, home, expectation, self-expectation. Now, what are we pushing ourselves for? Well, we're going to wear it. I'd rather wear uh, lines that go up when I have my lines. Now, again, I'm 61. I totally love life and been through a lot. That is why it's super important to reset, to do something different. And I'm inviting you to come and visit us in monthly Zoom, May 3rd through 10th, for Radiant Nature's Women's Retreat. And let's just take a moment, again, wherever you're doing, sitting down, standing, to inhale and imagine breathing in a red light and the soles of the feet and the legs. And lift that pelvis, lift the joy bucket. This is a bucket. It's like a fish tank. lifting it as we lift our heart, finding the radiant glow within, and exhaling right into the earth. Inhaling out of the belly. And at Devaya Yoga, we'll make sure you're doing diaphragm breathing because that really is the essence of life. And at the top of the breath, let's hold it in and bring our shoulders up, tuck our tongue, squeeze the eyes, our chin, squeeze the eyes. And exhale, just release. Inhaling belly, ribs, chest breath. And saying to ourselves, I love myself. I am a wonderful person. And inhaling, let's give ourselves a hug and say it again. Let's hug our head and in our mother tongue, thank ourselves for taking this time now to listen to the podcast, to be curious about being radiant and ageless at any age, to sign up and register for the Radiant Ageless, the Women's Retreat, and monthly Zoom on the 3rd to 10th. And let's inhale belly, ribs, and chest, breathing in a red, earthy, grounded, confident color. And in our mother tongue, telling ourselves, I love myself. I am a wonderful person. Inhaling the 3 hearts in prayer. And I thank you. Want a sound? I'll chant the no. It's the sound the earth makes as it rotates on its axis. Hari Om Shanti, 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 peace. Thank you very much and blessings be. Namaste. I honor the light in you.